All right, Tyler.
hmm
Tyler, where'd you grow up? Where are you from originally?
Alabama.
Alabama. What city?
Coleman.
Where's that?
It's kind of right there in the middle,
Okay.
like directly. Yeah.
Near Birmingham?
Close to it. Yeah,
Yeah.
similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
And tell me about your family. You grew up with both your parents?
No, they were divorced.
How would you describe your childhood?
Uh, it was all right to begin with. Then things started getting weird.
What kind of stuff was going on?
I don't know. There was like a joint custody thing. I wasn't really sure how that worked, and it's just strange things back
Yeah.
and forth between my parents. And my dad got really weird and strange, like really, really peculiar. And he got custody of me after my mother. She started doing like these drugs and stuff. I didn't really understand any of that back then. But
Were both your parents using drugs?
no, I don't really know what my dad was doing. He was just really mysterious. You know, there was just strange things going on.
How would you describe your childhood?
It was pleasant until the shit hit the fan. When the shit hit the fan, it was real shit. And it went straight in my face.
What kind of like abuse or anything like that?
Yeah, quite a bit. I mean, I don't really talk about it. I don't like to remember it all. And most of it is like repressed or something. So, um, yeah. There'd be times when I would wake up in the middle of the night and he would be in my room, like standing over me and doing things, and it's just
Like sexual?
yeah,
Really?
yeah. And
And you're how old?
I think the first time I realized it was like 8 or 9.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
That's
and then things just progressed. He would get aggressive, extremely aggressive, and between that and how I had to leave, like the whole family and everything. It messed me up. You know?
Yeah. What kind of kid were you in high school?
Oh, I tried to be normal, but I wasn't. I just didn't talk to anybody. I tried to stay to myself completely. You know.
Did you finish school?
Yeah.
You got out through high school?
Yeah.
What did you do after school?
I barely finished school. I got back in contact with my mother and my sisters and my brother, and they weren't really in a good position anyways, and they didn't have anything to do, and I really just got the hell away from my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the only thing that I really wanted to do, was just get away from him, because he was not.
And where'd you go? Person. What'd you do with your life after leaving your family?
Well, I didn't really know what to do. I didn't know how to actually provide for myself or do anything for myself at all, and so I guess I was just like leeching off of my mother, after that, because I didn't know what to do.
How old are you now?
Right now, I'm 28.
You're 28. Okay.
Yeah, but that was about 18, and I just ended up being homeless for a long time, and just.
How long have you been homeless?
Since then.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
You don't look very homeless.
I don't.
No, you look like you could be, an upstanding member of society.
I wish I could, but it's not functioning for me.
Wow.
It doesn't function. So nothing functions properly when I'm in public. So I don't like going in public. I don't like being around people at all. I don't like it. I'm more of like a just stay to myself kind of person.
Yeah. Do you have any friends?
I think they're imaginary. But they're not. I'm sure they're not.
And looking back at your childhood, would you blame just the way you were raised as to why you're like you are?
I wouldn't blame it on anything. I wouldn't change anything. I like myself.
Yeah.
That's
great.
I'm just different from everybody else.
Are drugs a part of your life?
Sometimes, off and on. But,
What do you use?
I guess pretty much anything.
Really?
Yeah, but
What have you played with down here?
actually, I've been pretty clean for about 3 months now. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you look fairly clean. And where are you staying now? You're on Skid Row?
No. I have this like little fort or tent built somewhere. I think it's near Olympic.
So you're a little on the edge of the outskirts of Skid Row.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you find living in LA homeless?
It's pretty nice.
The weather's tolerable, right?
No, I like it. It's
That's what I'm
really
saying.
It's nice.
The weather's good, right?
It's reclusive.
And how do you support yourself?
I guess I don't. I just live off of whatever I find.
Do you go to the shelters for food and stuff like that?
Mm-mm.
No?
No.
Well, how do you feed yourself?
I usually just eat out of the garbage.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Going through garbage, through dumpsters, what kind of stuff have you found?
Oh, lots of nice things. Really, really good things.
Like what?
People throw so much away that they shouldn't throw away.
Yeah, it's Los Angeles, I think.
Yeah.
What kind of things have you come upon?
Some pretty. I guess they seem valuable. I think they're valuable. There's clothes, lots of clothes, really nice clothes.
Yeah. The homeless community down here is the best dressed
Food and things.
homeless crowd you ever.
And yeah, I agree with that. And I guess pieces of furniture, enough to build almost a whole small little, living,
Right.
thing.
And have you ever been in love?
I've tried quite a few times. Yeah, I can fall in love, but it's just it's been a hell of a time, so it's not really worth it anymore.
What emotions do you deal with? Do you get?
It's like a roller coaster. If I think or try to deal with it, it's a roller coaster. But so usually I just just coast on like neutrality, I guess.
Yeah. Are you lonely?
Quite often. Yeah.
What's been the hardest point of your life?
I'm not sure. Is all of the above an answer?
What's been the best time of your life?
The best time of my life? I guess when I get in this this mindset when I'm on drugs or if I'm not on drugs or whatever, and it's just a whole different me, and I like forget about everything. I can just be a different person, and even if it's just me by myself in a room alone or a house alone, and I just play dress up and listen to music and just take pictures and do weird things and like do whatever and not feel bad about anything and not have any friends or contact with anyone. It's nice, it's a lot more interesting.
Do you feel like your life has meaning? Is there anything that you're doing that?
Yeah, quite a lot. Quite a few things that I find meaningful.
Like
I try to like do these like weird researches into maybe spiritual or not spiritual, but the cultures and things that people have either forgotten or haven't seen or didn't know existed, and I think possibly that I am doing something pretty good with that. I don't know what it's going to come to or eventually, but hopefully it'll blossom.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Have you
Yeah.
have you ever
Quite a bit.
have you ever seen anyone about mental health issues or?
Yes. I've been in prison and I've been to jail a few times, and they do psych evaluations and things,
And
and
what
they
did
said that
what
it
did
was
they find?
there was possible like schizophrenic tendencies, but they said that I was pretty clear-headed and concise with everything, so they really never diagnosed me with anything.
Yeah, I'm not a doctor, but you seem in some ways very together and
Other ways,
normal,
like,
and in other ways you're
emotional. Yeah.
yeah. You're interesting.
Thank you.
Do you feel like your family like let you down?
I did for a while, and the one thing that really changed my whole viewpoint of the world, I guess, is that I spent 10 years away from one half of my family and was with my dad, who was this really awful person, but I didn't understand that. He had his own issues, and I got over that eventually, but he would just talk just terrible about my mother and everything. And then when I first made recontact with her, the thing that just really just struck me was she was talking about him, and we were talking about him, and we were trying to catch up with each other, and she almost said something bad about him, and she said, wait, no, I can't. I'm not going to talk bad about your father in front of you, because it's still your dad, and I'm not gonna say anything bad about him, because that wouldn't be right. I thought, wow, you know.
Do you feel like life is unfair?
You can see any kind of viewpoint you want, as long as you know how to look at them.
No, I've heard it all. I've heard it all, but I just wonder from your perspective, it sounds like you haven't had a whole lot of wonderful times in your life. You haven't had a great childhood. You haven't had a lot of support.
No, but I feel that there's got to be a reason for that, and I've definitely tapped into something quite a few times that definitely told me for 100% certain that I'm okay and all right, and that no matter what I'm doing, there's going to be some sort of, reason for everything, even if it does seem a little unfair.
Do you take responsibility for the situation you're in? And
oh yeah, it's my life.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if it wouldn't be my life if I didn't, right?
What are you afraid of? What do you worry about?
Not existing.
In what way? I mean, like dying, or just not?
Not dying. I'm not afraid of dying or afterlife.
But just not being relevant, not being.
It's more like the concept of if you do die and there is nothing.
Are you religious?
Yes.
You are. So are you questioning whether God exists and all that?
No, not at all. No. Just, that question is there. It's like, how do you know unless you take the leap? And I've been pretty, I'll take a leap of faith quite a few times.
Yeah.
And continue.
Where do you see yourself in like 5 years?
Oh, I don't think that's even graphable.
Do you have any dreams, any hopes? You're still young.
Yeah, quite a few. I pick a category and then it just skyrockets, just in whatever I'm thinking about, and if I change my mind, it kind of does the same thing.
Do you have a hard time applying yourself towards a goal?
No, I can apply myself to many goals. It's just sticking to which one I've picked at that time is a little different.
So you jump from one plan to the next?
Yes. But I've actually made progress, because I do take time. At some point in these little intervals of my persons or whatever, or my progression as a person, I will take time to go back and check myself and see if I'm actually in a clear state of mind, or just do like discipline on myself, progressive, or see if I'm actually making progress, or if I'm not making progress, or if it's like declining or not. And
have you been on medications before?
No.
I wonder if that might help you.
It's possible. It is quite possible.
Yeah. And what's the most important lesson you've learned in your life?
The most important lesson? Just never be afraid to just speak and be myself, no matter what possible outcome it is.
That's a good one. That's great.
Yeah.
All right, Tyler, thank you so much for sharing your story, for talking with me, and I wish you the best of luck out there.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're very interesting.